to my channel, everybody. It is a blessing to be here once again. And guess what? This is my last video of the year. We're already towards the end of December, towards the end of 2021. I'm super excited for 2022 and all the goals that I have written down and all the goals that I want to accomplish. And we're going to be talking about that as well. But in this video, we're going to talk about the 2021 debt-free journey. No, we're not debt-free yet. That's why it's still in the journey of doing this debt life, this debt-free life. So we're going to talk about some of the things of how much debt we paid off this year, how much debt we paid off every 3 months, and the ins and outs and all those kind of things. But I want to let you know that we are almost close. My wife and I are almost close to being debt free. And I know you probably are tired of hearing this, or maybe you're not. But 3 years ago, my wife and I had $67,000 in debt. That was our combined debt the moment we got married. And we made this sacrificial journey. We made this sacrificial with this choice, and we said we're gonna start off our marriage with paying off debt, hustling and grinding, because we don't want to live this debt for a long time or ever anymore. We want kids in our life. Not that we can't have kids with debt, but it is much better when there's no finances in the way. We want to be able to travel. We just came back from Atlanta. If you have not seen the video, you can go ahead and watch it up here. It is a travel vlog to Atlanta. There's 2 parts to it. But yes, this debt-free journey in 2021 was not easy. So let me show you the numbers, and then I'll tell you what we could have done better, or did we pay more this year versus last year, or vice versa. So let's look at the numbers over here. So in 2021, from January to March, we paid off $6,802. And then from April to June, we paid off $6,066. And then from July to September, we paid off $2,895.35. And then from October to December, we paid off $4,199.32. So the total debt that we paid off this year alone was $19,962.67. Almost 20K. Now, how do we do compared to last year? Last year, we actually paid off $28,000, and that's another video that you can watch as well. But we paid off $28,000 last year. This year, we only paid close to $20,000. Different factors took place, and one of the factors is that in the beginning of January of 2021 this year, I kind of got lazy with doing Uber, and spending money on this, and I spent more money than I should have on different things. Nevertheless, it did not get me into more debt. Nevertheless, it didn't take me out of proportion. I pretty much delayed myself from becoming debt free sooner than I would have wanted. But here we are, still being consistent, all right? Because I have not met anybody that went in this journey and had made no mistakes and was not tempted to make more money, was not tempted to, spend this and spend that. Listen, we all make mistakes. We all been there, right? And as you see, we only made almost $20,000, pretty much like a $9,000 difference between last year and this year. But last year was also different for us because last year, when the pandemic hit, we were home for 3 months working. We were barely using our cars, and we were barely putting gas in our cars. Grocery was not expensive, so we weren't going out. So we had more money in our pockets to pay off debt, which is why we paid off about 4 to 5 different debt last year, which was amazing. And even with that, I wasn't even doing Uber the first 3 months. But once I picked it up again, I started getting a lot of money every month, like $1,500 to $1,800 each month. for Uber and Lyft. But this year was a little bit different, right? I got lazy a few times, I slacked a few times, but it doesn't matter. As long as I did not stay down there, I was good. As long as that we were consistent in paying off debt and using the debt snowball method that we're using, we're good. You know, we had a little delay, of course, you know, but we are here paying off, we paid off all of this debt. Now, my question to you is, what is your excuse? And I get it, there are some people that are struggling really bad, there are people who lost their jobs, but I'm not talking about you or those kind of people. I'm talking about the people that you know you could have been better with your money. I'm talking about to the people that you know that you should not have been wasting all this money on things that you want. When you had all this debt to pay off, you could have been paying off all of your debt. You could have been paid off a lot of your debt. But at the end of the day, what is your excuse? What is your why? Do you have goals in your future? Do you have goals in your mind? Do you have written goals? Because remember, unwritten goals are goals that soon vanishes away because we have such busy lives, and if we keep goals in our mind, we're not going to remember them. We're going to forget them because we are so busy with the things of our lives. But with that being said, because we paid off over almost $20,000 left, my wife and I, we have exactly, guys, $19,000 left to go. I'm excited. From $67,000 3 years ago to now $19,000 to go. Lord, praise Jesus. And God willing, we shall be completely debt free before the summer begins of 2022. I can't wait for that to happen. I can't wait to travel more. I can't wait to have a child. I want to become a father. I can't wait to start giving more money to help out other people. I can't wait to start saving so we can buy a house if that's what God wants in our lives. There's a lot of things that we want to do. But regardless of all those things, we want to be or continue being good stewards of our finances, right? Because the Bible calls us to be good stewards of the things that we possess, not just finances. But in this context that we're talking about in this video, it is money, right? This is not no prosperity gospel stuff. This is not no get rich quick kind of thing. This is called opportunity. I'm not chasing after the money. Because if I keep chasing after the money, guess what? I'm going to become a slave to that money. If I chase after that money, that money is going to be controlling me. I'm going to want to keep going and working hard and getting all that money just for what? I want to be able to leave a legacy, financial legacy for my future child or children, especially if they want to go to school. So they don't have to go what I went through and go and have debt to go to college or a trade school, but they can have it because their parents, Emmanuel and my wife Kiana, provided for them before they were even born, saving money. What is that catchphrase that I have? Think long term, right? We cannot think short term. There are many people that are struggling when as they're retired because they don't have enough money to live. So it is why it's important that you invest. It's why it's important that you have health insurance, life insurance, have everything or as much as you can in place. Because once you have kids, it's not about you anymore. It's about your kid. And at the end of the day, even with all of that, you want to glorify God with all that you do and with all that you have. You will not be perfect at it, but you can be consistent and God will honor that. So that is why my wife has been working super hard for the past 3 years. And I say 3 because we're going to be Our 3rd year wedding anniversary is in a few days, on the 29th of December. And we've been doing this because we know what future we want to give for ourselves and our kids. Is to give opportunities. Because when you have debt, you don't have many opportunities. And the opportunities that people take are not really opportunities, because they're actually getting themselves in more debt by paying, using their credit cards on their travels, and they're not even paying it off. It takes them a while to pay it off, and no emergency fund. There's a whole lot to it. I can get into. But man, $19,000 left. I cannot wait for in a few months to be debt free. And you best believe I'm going to do, or we're going to be doing our debt free scream on stage in Franklin, Tennessee. It may not happen right away, depending what stage we are in life by that time. But I'm super excited. So again, I ask you my question. What is your why? What is your excuse? Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to get your hands dirty? Are you willing to stop living like the rest of the world? Are you willing to kill that trend in your life and stop following everybody else and start following Christ and start following biblical principles on how to handle your finances? And even with that, you can also have fun with it. But be wise and be smart. So guys, I just wanted to give you this last update of our finances, of where we're at, where we are at in our debt-free journey. I'm very close to be debt-free. And this is my last video of the year. I hope that you can truly say, which I don't even like using this phrase, new year, new me. I hope you can really say or do the things that you want to do next year, and not out of your emotions, but out of strong convictions, because you have goals that you want to accomplish. And it is ultimately to worship and glorify God in everything that you do and everything that you say. So, Happy New Year. I hope you guys have a great time with your family, friends, wherever you guys are at. Enjoy these last couple of days. We don't know what to expect next year, but above all, repent and believe in the gospel of Jesus Christ, for he has died on the cross to save his people from his sins. You can have Jesus and everything else don't matter. But if you have everything else and not have Jesus, you have no hope. You can have all the money, you can have the house, you can have the long-term investment, the retirement. But if you don't have Jesus, all that stuff is meaningless. So guys, Happy New Year. Enjoy the new year to come, and I have more videos after that. Peace.